Hey Scorpio, welcome back to the Guiding Chariot, and welcome to your mid-Taurus season check-in reading. House rules are going to apply like always. This will be a general reading for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Take the messages as they resonate. Anything that doesn't fit, leave it on the table, take the rest. Alright, my lovely Scorpios. This month going to be an interesting one for you. This month is really trying to push you into balance. Right, and finding you, not finding you, what was I going to say? It's asking you to find the middle ground. I feel like there may be, you guys may be feeling the need to act, the need to jump on something, the need to address something maybe. This month is really just asking, make sure we have everything evened out and squared away before we leap, right? We don't want to leap too soon, act too soon. Just make sure we really understand what is going on and what is happening. It just got really dark all of a sudden. It's like the sun must have just gone behind a cloud or something. But I was just like, what was that? I don't even know if you could tell in the camera. I almost want to say, like, you really want to make sure you weigh things out as we finish up this season and kind of work through the rest of May. You just want things to be equal. The more balance you can find, the closer to equilibrium you can get, the more fun you're going to have this month. All right? Don't. I almost want to say it's not really about putting all your eggs in one basket. You kind of want to even the scales. All right? It's almost like you're tapping into that Libra side of you. I feel like I want to take this one. Oh, Scorpios. So we've got the Page of Cups here coming up in reverse, and then we have this Queen of Wands showing up. Almost kind of separate. I mean, yeah, actually, no, we're just going to go with that. Almost kind of separate energies here. Because we have this Page of Cups, which is naturally your element, right? It's full of water, talking about the emotional side. With the Page of Cups coming in reverse, we might feel there might be a sense of like an emotional disconnect there. I almost wonder if maybe your intuitive senses are, not that they're off, but they're definitely not as strong as they normally would be. Like, you know, normally you'd pick up on something really quick. Maybe it's taking you a little longer, or maybe you just missed the point ever so slightly, right? It just feels like the state we're in, where our head's at, is just kind of we're a little off center. Shall I put it this way? And then we also have this other side with this Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is all about attraction, right? She's very sexy, right? She's very charismatic. Everything, she's just like this amazing magnet. Everything just kind of focuses on her, comes to her. Whatever she needs, it arrives. You know, it's a very potent time. To me, I feel like this is the energy potential you have, right? But this kind of off balance definitely is messing with that a little bit. Or it's causing us to use it in the wrong way, right? Because if we are attracting what we're thinking of, you know, what we're putting out, if we're putting out wonky stuff, we're going to attract wonky stuff. So the more in alignment we can come, the better, because we're just going to attract more of that. Yes. And then we have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Again, this like opposites, right? Because the 8 of Cups talks about releasing, right? Moving forward, surrendering, you know, moving on from something. Where the 8 of Swords, we feel stuck, we feel trapped, we can't get away, right? So again, there's this play of being like on one side of the seesaw and on the other side. What side are we going to be on, right? Where's the balance? How much do I let go? You know, how much do I hold on to? How much do I, you know, do some healing and some shadow work? How much do I, you know, show off my confidence and my, you know, charisma and my charm, right? There's a lot of this back and forth going on. And those are the things you're really going to be balancing. Where do I resist and where do I surrender, right? Where do I attract and where do I hide? Lots of things for you to reflect on, my lovely, lovely Scorpios. So again, take some time. Really think about it. Do that shadow work. And I really shouldn't even be calling shadow work, because it's not that heavy. It's just asking you to be a little more introspective and a little reflective. It may be connected to some shadow work for some of you, but I don't feel it's really that deep for a lot of you. Yeah. High Priestess, center of your spread. High Priestess, intuition. We talked about that connection may be a little wonky right now. The next two weeks, 16 days, as we move through the end of Taurus season, is really about getting that connection back. Remembering who you are. And look, bottom of the deck right now is the Empress. That feminine mother, that divine feminine energy. Also connected to our spiritual side and our intuition and our psychic sense. We also had that moon in your sign, so definitely probably felt the need for a lot of releasing. And that moon literally talked about and brought up, where do we hold ourselves back? Where do we resist? We have the Two of Cups coming up. So this may be talking about a soul connection. Some of you may either be in a relationship that we're healing with, so it might be a little karmic, especially having it come under the Eight of Cups. Or some of us, we're looking for love, right? But that also requires us to be open to it and be receptive to it, right? So we need to get this bit sorted out so that we can show up and be really alluring as we serve as the magnet to bring in this love, right? I'm a Scorpio moon, so I kind of feel like as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. I can definitely relate to this. Yep. Four of Wands, seeking some solid foundations, right? Seeking some stability, especially in our relationships, having that come out after that Two of Cups. King of Cups, yes. So the rest of this season is about finding out who you are and reconnecting to yourself. We start off as the Page, and not even just the Page in reverse. And literally by the end of the season, King, right? And again, that's falling out right underneath this High Priestess. So there's a big reconnect going on to your spiritual self. Bottom of the deck is the Star, having hope, faith, belief. Scorpio, you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. It's a thing. And not just believe in yourself in, I can do it, I got this. But like really believing in how powerful you are, how capable you are, how deserving you are. Look what came out. That Star card again. Star was like, no, I know what's happening. Bottom of the deck, as we finish this reading, Six of Wands, recognition, success, and victory. Yep. As we close up this season, Scorpio, it is really about you connecting to who you are and owning it, believing it, recognizing what a badass you are. And I think on some levels you know that, right? And it's easy to tell ourselves that. It is a different thing to really embody that. And that's really what the close of this season is. Really understanding your worth and how deserving you are. And, and this I may be getting, because this is where I really connect to this particular reading. The need to not have to compare, right? The need to just be able to focus on your own path, your own journey, your own place in this world, and find the beauty in that, find the joy in that, be content with where you are, right? Because everyone's in different places. And even looking at other situation, you may not even be looking at the whole thing. Do I want all of these? It's kind of a lot. No, I don't. As I look at that, I'm like, meh. Whoa. Okay. We're definitely going to take those. I just have this feeling. There it is. I was like, I just have this feeling this one, something needs to come out again. And you know what's funny? This was the top of that first stack. So maybe that was it. I just needed that one. I didn't need all the extras. So actually we're going to start with this guy then. Excuse me. Thank you. So first card you guys out, the Tree of Illumination. Love, love, love this. So the prompt there says truth, revelations, and understanding. Again, this is, to me, this is really understanding you, understanding who you are, who you're becoming. And it's not even really becoming, because like I was saying, it's like reconnecting to who you are, right? It's like you need to remember who you are. Oh my God, like I watched The Lion King, like it's giving me the Mufasa, like remember who you are, Simba. It's very that, you know what I mean. We also have the full moon temple. Again, we just had that Scorpio full moon. So that moon was a huge activation for all of you, or all of us. Let's say all of us. Celebration, peak, transcendent moment. Yes, yes, you're leveling up. Look at the end of this month, how powerful you are. Have faith and believe. You deserve this soul connection. You deserve solid foundations and abundance. You deserve all that you desire, right? You're also capable of having what you desire. Listen to that inner self, right? Your intuitive self. It's different from ego. So some of you may have to practice some discernment as you figure out which voice is which, right? But, this is beautiful. All right. You also have mountain lights, light beings, portals, and subtle energies. So this, to me, this card is more about kind of subtle, like subtle interventions here from Spirit. I'm trying to, like, what do I mean by that? I don't think you're not necessarily being given these like big epiphany moments. It's not like you're like receiving the answers to the test, but you are going to have them, don't get me wrong, because the first card we had out was the Tree of Illumination, which is all about understanding and revelations. But I think you're getting nudges versus getting the answers. You discover the answers for yourself with all these little hints, right? So, and it does talk about portals here. I'm filming this on May 4th, so hopefully this will go up tonight. But the first thing I thought of when I saw the word portals, tomorrow is the 555 portal, right? And fives are all about changes, obstacles, and challenges, and how we grow through them, right? Things are shifting and changing. So that's a huge portal for you to access right now. So, and honestly, that 555 portal might really activate and shift you up, to this upgrade with your psychic self, your spiritual self. Huge level up there, right? Because I think even in full moon, transcendent moment. So you are transcending this current sense of self and fully evolving. You also have the meditation card, which is a card of just finding peace and serenity. Sanctuary and relief are the prompts on the card. So for more so than anything, I think this is really about you helping to find balance, right? Because it was about, we started this reading talking about finding your center, finding that equilibrium. So for some of you, being in that meditative space, going to be a huge, huge support for that. Huge. Because otherwise we start to over-rationalize, we overthink things. That ego voice starts to get in the way and tell us what we should be doing when you want that still intuitive voice to be guiding you through it, right? But if you can do that, if you kind of can let go of the need to force it and to push it forward and just let it move forward, that's where this success lies, all right? With the Six of Wands. And actually, underneath that is the Emperor, right? So that's all about order and leading, right? But it's not, here you're not leading through force, right? Because even the Emperor, he's not a dictator. He's not telling everybody what to do. He's just creating order, right? That's kind of what you're doing. As you create balance, that's giving you the structure, okay? We do one more deck before we close out. We're not done. But honestly, huge, just opening. Like, it's a huge activation for you. Sorry about that, Scorpio. I had to edit some loud stuff out. So we had one card jump out while I was shuffling. And then there's another one. Okay, I think we're going to take... Actually, I think this looks like 2. Yeah. Okay, Scorpio, you get 3 then. Alright, so the first one that came out, Shining Through. Beautiful. So this card literally about being your authentic self, expressing yourself fully. And a big thing with this card is about not dimming your own light to feel accepted or to belong or to not make others uncomfortable because you shine too bright. No. No. You're not going through all of this to find out who you are, then to not show it. Okay? So I would say that's the big thing I want to say about that card is really, yes, be authentic, but don't dim yourself down thinking that's how you get liked or how people attract you. Like, no. Be bold, be authentic, be you, right? You don't need to hide back, you don't need to hold back anything right now. Like, be you. Be radiant, be wonderful, and be shiny. Be weird. Like, just be weird. If you're weird, be weird. Like, don't even. Okay, we've got deep breath, and we also have the land between. Deep breath makes perfect sense, honestly, with this meditation card. It's even the same face. I don't know. The other one is super, super small. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but literally it's the same face. Look at them. So to me, that deep breath is, taking that pause, taking that moment to have, maybe a little quiet time. You might need a little retreat as we finish out this month. That's okay. However you recharge, do it, all right? It also kind of just doubles up on that meditation space. So again, making sure you're taking some time just to kind of check in and tune in with spirit. You're going through a huge spiritual upgrade. It makes sense to build and work on this connection. So I think that's going to be a big part of your development. And then we have the land between. This card speaks a lot to metamorphosis because we already know that you're developing, right? For some of you, this may be asking to be okay in this in-between, asking to be okay in, the kind of waiting and the stillness as things evolve, as we go from one phase into the next, right? We also had that star card, which is talking about faith and believing. So as you're in the transition space, the next, 2 weeks or so are asking you just to kind of be okay there. Like, you're transitioning, this is where you're meant to go. Like, every caterpillar has to hang out in a chrysalis for a while before he becomes a butterfly. You're just kind of in chrysalis moment, right? Which, honestly, that's where you want to be right now. Right after this huge full moon in your sign, all this stuff just got illuminated, had this big spotlight shown on it. Now you're like, okay, what do I do with this? How do I heal from this? What do I move on? Do I let this go? Do I hold on to that? It's like, this is a great time to kind of be in chrysalis mode because you can do all of that in privacy. You can do all that on your own. And then you just come back as this big, beautiful, badass butterfly. It doesn't sound like a bad plan to me, all right? Scorpios, I am going to wrap up your reading there. Beautiful, beautiful spread. And beautiful, beautiful, like, grown-up moment coming to you, especially to your spiritual body. So I love this for you. I love this for us. I am wishing you the best. Thank you, as always, for all your support and watching my videos. I just asked, if you can help me to make this channel grow, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and let me know how it resonated. If you're not already, hit subscribe and that notification bell so you can be notified when your next reading pops up. With that said, I love you guys. Take care. Stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, Scorpio.